Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning in to the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. What's the overall? Thank you. Thank you. Outcome and advice. Thank you. Wow. All right. Taking a little peeky and the cards. Okay, so the overall energy of today's reading is the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Fool card. Feels like you have tried everything in an environment, tried everything and have not found your happiness. Tens are often ending a cycle. It looks like you're leaving a situation that was emotionally unfulfilling and starting a new cycle somewhere else, going in a new direction, leap of faith in a new direction. What's the Ten of Cups in reverse? Okay, what's the Ten of Cups in reverse for the viewer? What's this upsetting, unfulfilling, lack of good feelings, lack of love, lack of care? Ooh, there's a lot of lack. Ooh, whoa, Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I guess you meant what. It was really miserable. With two Ten of Cups in reverse showing up in this overall energy, I get the feeling that you stayed somewhere way past the expiration date. So miserable. Like you really wanted to make sure that there wasn't any potential here. Wow. No wonder you're taking a leap of faith elsewhere. Anything's got to be better than Ten of Cups in reverse times two. No love, no care. Wow. All right, what does the viewer need to know about this Ten of Cups in reverse? What does the viewer need to know about the Fool? Okay, these cards came out as a challenge. This new beginning, the leap of faith in a new direction, not only is a challenge because of all the unhappiness, it's almost like there's nothing in this environment for you. Okay, you centered someone else in your experience. You tried to make someone else happy. The challenge is to decenter someone and center yourself. It's not your job to make someone else happy. It's impossible. We are each in control. Well, it's each our responsibility to make ourselves happy. We can't vibrate for someone else. We can't create a frequency for someone else. You might be able to influence someone for a little bit, but you can't make someone happy. Feels like that's been a challenge to this new beginning. Boy, you have been tolerating not being supported. Feels like diminished over time, so this became the new normal. Ten of Cups in reverse. No care, no love, no support, no emotional support for you, no care for you. That might have become very normal to walk around depleted, hyper independent within a relationship, giving everything and getting nothing in return. I think you just keep trying to turn this around, to fix this. There's also emotional attachments. There's also emotional attachments that makes this difficult for you to walk away. There's a lot. This is all cups. And almost all of these challenges are cups, your emotions. Ooh, there's a lot of emotions from heart space to sacral, maybe even base chakra. A lot of emotions tied up in this. Trying to make something work. No wonder you're staying with it, though, because all your energy is in trying to make this work, trying to turn this around, trying to convince someone in your environment to care about you, to return the care, the love. This was not your happily ever after. I think you thought this relationship was this is your person, this is your happily ever after, this is your whatever that is. I think it's been hard to accept that this is not what you thought it was. This relationship was not what you thought it was. It didn't provide the stability, the security, the environment of care and love for you. With King of Cups in reverse coming out is a challenge as well. Feels like you're in a connection with someone emotionally immature. They don't understand emotions. They might manipulate your emotions. All these cups. Making you feel lack of worth, lack of value, getting you to work, put in more and more effort, more and more of your care. And it feels like this person knows just how to wound you, to get you in your wounds, in your emotions. Whenever you get a little close, whenever you ask for accountability, whenever you try to change something, this relationship was working, but not for you. It was a one-sided relationship, and what wasn't working is you complaining, you wanting more, you wanting equity. Wow. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, or Ace of Wands in reverse. Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands in reverse. It feels like by the time you take this leap of faith and leave this space, you're exhausted. There's a need to get out of this space, to invest in yourself, to stop investing in this person and in this relationship and invest in you. It looks like you're trained, raised to overgive. Feels like that's coming from a lack of value, lack of knowing your own worth and value. And so in relationships, you give and give and give in hopes that they'll give back and reciprocate. They'll see the value. But what I'm seeing here even is maybe even a financial abuse. By the time you need to take this leap of faith, it feels like you're completely drained, exhausted, and boy, this is a tough situation to be in, to realize there is nothing left here, nothing for you but to take a leap of faith elsewhere. What else okay. For some of you, there's a challenge because there's a child or children involved in this. And for some of you, this person just does not mature. They stay in a very limited, childlike state, immature. Just denying your reality, denying your feelings, just deny, deny, deny. You're so sensitive. That didn't happen that way. You're seeing it wrong. You always exaggerate. That's not what happened. You did that. That's not how. It just doesn't matter what you bring up. They're just denying. That it feels like this person has weaponized communication. So you're trying to operate in good faith with someone you're in a relationship with. They're not operating from good faith. And so they're just wanting you to stop complaining and just give completely. It also looks like this is not the right mixture, the right recipe for attraction, desire. Someone who's not giving back to you, someone who's not caring for you, someone who's not creating a safe environment for you, physically, mentally, emotionally. It's a turnoff. Like your body is saying, yeah, no. And it feels like you might have lost your attraction to this person to have those type of intimate relations with them, because they're not making you feel cared and loved. They just feel demanding. They feel entitled to your labor, to your energy, to your body, to your emotions. All right, let's look at what's hidden. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, in what's hidden, we have 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, and 4 of Wands in reverse. You letting go of this person, this relationship, letting go. The person in the 4 of Pentacles is clinging on to those 4 Pentacles, thinking that's as good as I can get. What if I let go and I only have 3 Pentacles too? It feels like you're insecure. You don't think you can create better. But at some point it looks like you're letting go of this. I think you see that this person is playing manipulative. That's the second time there's some financial abuse here as well, depending on this person. Maybe they have control over the finances, and so they can play with you. Again, this person is wildly immature. They take no accountability. We can only change what we accept, what we acknowledge from our unconscious as it comes forward. And if you just deny, I can't, nope, you don't mature. You don't grow. You stay stunted. You can't grow. You can't change what you don't accept, what you don't see and perceive and own. You can't shift that energy. But once you accept it and see uncomfortable things about yourself, your willingness to see that, to own it, and to shift and make different decisions, different choices, that's how you mature and grow in a nutshell. This person promised you the sun, the moon, the stars, but there's some type of bait and switch. Maybe they changed after some type of commitment, like a wedding. This person love bombs, told you, oh my gosh, this person sold you 10 of Cups upright. And so of course you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Maybe you were emotionally immature at the time that you met, or gullible, or you thought that they were telling the truth. You assumed because you were being truthful and honest that you were coming from an honest place. And this person changed, it looks like, after a level of commitment. Maybe even after you had a child, when you're more vulnerable, then this person takes advantage of your vulnerability and becomes more of who they really are. Their mask comes down. I also get the feeling that this person is very masked, performative, juggle people. They just want what they want. They want to get out of people what they want to get out of them. Boy. It feels like this person does a lot of toxic stuff behind closed doors. They're very covert. This feels very covert. Hard to explain. All right, what does the viewer need to know about what's hidden? It looks like now you're focusing on your stability, on your finances, on making sure that you have abundance, stability, security, very base chakra type of issues. It also looks like you've learned how to train your focus. It looks like this leap of faith away from this energy and focusing on what you do want, what you do want to create for yourself. What is... Okay. Again, I'm getting that this person has some type of control over finances that makes it difficult to take this leap of faith away. Feels like by the time you realize what's going on and maybe need to take a leap of faith, let go of this, that you've already abandoned yourself for this relationship. Feels like your world has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. You've given up everything and maybe relationships to be with this person, to try to figure this out, to try to make this work. This Six of Cups is such a great illustration of how this person treats you or treated you. This is that person that I'm talking about, and here you are. Gender doesn't matter. This person's happy, confident, they're dry, they're enjoying life, and they've pushed you in this canal. And it feels like they like that you're there. Hey, I'm cold, I'm miserable. What's wrong with you that you can't enjoy this? You're so sensitive. Why are you always complaining? Well, I didn't like being pushed in. I didn't push you in, you jumped in. That's not what happened. They just deny your reality. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care that you're cold. They like where you're at. They like you being beneath them. They like you being miserable, confused. And it feels like you abandoned yourself to be in this connection. You might have abandoned relationships, family, friends, to try to fix this. Try to get this person to care about you and want you to be up there with them. But this is unfixable. Trying to get someone to care about you, to love you from inside the relationship. I think this person doesn't care. They've shown you time and time again, unapologetic. This person's allergic to apologies and accountability. They don't care. They don't see that they don't see that what they've done. Hummingbird, the first hummingbird of the season. Yay! Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. Okay. For some of you, there's some type of broken contract. Some of you had an awakening within this relationship. You like woke up inside the relationship realizing, oh my gosh, Where am I? Who am I with? This is not good. This isn't good for me. You were trying to fit in to some small way of being. You were operating in good faith. This was not in good faith. You were trying to turn this around, trying to fix it, trying to make it work with someone who was getting exactly what they wanted out of you. What's the Hierophant reversed? The House reversed, long journey. Some of you, it feels like there's some type of finances, like with a house, property, and it's making this ending with this person difficult, complicated, as you're trying to detach your finances from this. This is someone who, very toxic. At the end of a relationship, they want you decimated. This isn't a mature person that's like, yeah, no, this didn't work. We gave it our best shot. Let's both, go in our own separate directions. No, this is someone who's now, after all this poor treatment, needs you to be decimated. Very egoic. Ooh, a change in the thievery. Yeah, this person, if they can't get anything useful out of you, like your labor, physical labor, mental labor, emotional labor, sexual labor, then they just steal, take from you. Yeah, this person's not, this person's morals are, I just don't want to get caught. And they deny anybody else's reality anyway. Ugh. This person might have stolen. They don't have healthy boundaries at all. They feel entitled to whatever is yours financially. This person, this person at the end of a relationship is going to take everything that's not nailed down. Everything. And leave you completely depleted if they can. All right. Outcome and advice. We have the Emperor taking the lead. I think when you wake up, if this is your reading, start seeing things differently from the inside of this relationship and realizing my body's shut down. I'm exhausted and depleted from overgiving. I feel unloved, unsupported. I'm so miserable chronically. I think having to acknowledge this is not working and take a leap of faith, anything away from this energy, away from their influence. There's a need to make physical changes. This is masculine energy. He's sitting on his throne, the Emperor. What he's gone through has given him wisdom, and he's seeing things clearly with his crown chakra. He's following his passions and desires, but underneath the robes, he's got his armor on. He's protected. I think protecting yourself and making different moves. To get out of this, you have to change the pattern. To take a leap of faith in a new direction. You change, follow your change, follow your excitement. What I'm getting is there's no one coming into this and rescue. There's no knight in shining armor coming in to get you out of this situation. The call's got to come from inside the house, you embodying this Emperor energy and make changes, which feels difficult on so many levels, especially since this person has positioned themselves above you, and they probably make a lot of the decisions. You probably don't make any big decisions on your own without them. And so by cutting them out and start making decisions on your own is a good start. Having access to your finances, being conscious of your finances. Anything with your name on, do you have access? Can you get into those accounts? There's something about online, making sure that you have access to everything that's yours, to be conscious of bills coming in, so the money going out and the money coming in, being aware of what's going on feels important here. What else in the outcome and advice would help the viewer? Advice, outcome, Hanged Man. I think you got so stuck in this relationship, so giving of yourself, that eventually when you're so stuck, there's a realization that this is not, you do not want to be a support character. You do not want to be the giving tree, giving, and sacrificing yourself for this person, for this relationship. I think this person feels very comfortable at the end here. It looks like very comfortable sacrificing you. And making sure you leave penniless. They feel very entitled, so even if something is yours, they're like, it's my, if they want it, if they see it has value. Yeah, this is someone who feels very confident. Emperor. Wow. That to me says take the lead. Stop being a follower. Stop allowing others to make decisions for you. There's a need to make physical changes in your 3D. Make different decisions. Lead yourself out of this. The Fool card, taking a leap of faith in any direction away from this energy and shift and change that. It feels like that's the medicine for this, is taking back your power, not allowing someone to lead you. Taking back your power, and taking back your choices. And you start leading yourself to the version of you prefer and the life that you prefer. So, all right, I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all so much for your comments. I love reading comments. I love interacting with you all. Thank you so much for sharing where you are in the world, receiving these readings. It's just, it's so interesting that there are so many of us, so many people tuning into these messages. So I hope this is helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.